Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape,
it's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
and I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
On first down, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run for the first time with Keyshawn Vaughn. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 85 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing is Brady on third down. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. on the handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Second down at 5. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Travis Fulgham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 91 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. Here's Hurts. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. From the gun on third down, Brady. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
His throw incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's Miller, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady going to throw.
Slant route to Miller.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
They'll set up the screen to Vaughn.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Second down and goal. Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown. Tyler Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Hurts throw complete there to Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry for Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And past the 30 down to about the 27. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady now on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on second down, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Brady again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Vaughn. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Brady's throw taken in by Miller. Brady now on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On play action, now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 2nd down now, it's Harris.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 1st down, Hurts
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll try the right side with Harris. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Boswell good with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 24-21, a little over 50 seconds remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Finding Fulgham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Brady. And he's able to find Miller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Brady to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the run is Vaughn.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a throw here, hauled in. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady to throw. Connecting with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's got Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Brady. They'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Brady now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Brady to throw again. Completes it to Miller. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.